Well, good morning, Flosstube. It is with great pleasure that I'm coming to you from Central Florida for a Sisters Week. And we are going to make a road trip to Brick City, Crossstich in Ocala, Florida. And so excited to visit this place. I've of course been online and scoped it out, and it looks like it's just going to be a really, really cool cross-stitch shop. I've called them and they said it's okay for me to film inside. So please come along with me and let's do a little bit of exploring, and I will keep you abreast of what we find. And I'm excited to see what kind of fabrics they have, and it looks like they have a ton of models. So like I said, I'm really excited. Well, we have arrived at Brick City Crossstich, and the place is packed. Lots and lots of people, so that's so great to see. We walked in the door and we were greeted by friendly faces, and I'm just going to do a very quick little run through of what all is in the shop. Looks like she's got a very nice selection of floss, classic colorworks, weeks dye work, tons of models on the wall. We've got a group of stitchers, and I'll try very hard not to make you seasick as I kind of look around. We have stitchers in the middle who are working away and talking and having a good relaxing time. Their fabric selection is fantastic, and I heard one of the gals say that the owner has a fabric addiction, and they've got fabric on the bolt and lots of beautiful colors. And then of course they've got fat quarters and fat eighths, and you can see she's got blues and grays, and she's got even weave and linens, and so I'm definitely going to be checking that out. She's got some greens and some off-whites. Lots to look at, lots to see, and I don't think this is going to be good for my pocketbook. We've got anchor threads over here on the wall, and more models on the wall, and I think we all know that the models are what sell the charts. Looks like they search your fabric for you whenever you buy, which is nice. Of course, stitch them happy. Love that. They've got a nice selection of DMC, and I love that they have so many charts that are about stitching. I apologize if you can't hear me very well. My microphone would not pair with my phone as we were driving in, so I'm going to try and talk very loudly. Oh, that's a cute one. Be thankful. A little bit of a glare. I apologize for that. Look at this guy. That's huge. It doesn't say the name of the chart or the maker that's displayed for the models, but that's cute. They have a variety of charts that, you know, some traditional, some more modern, some that's for kids' rooms or things like that. So lots to look at. Oh, here we go. 10 Commandments, that's beautiful. You can see here's a nice chart selection.
Hello.
Hello, this is Jean. She's the owner of Brick City Crossstich. How long have you owned it?
25 years, last November. So.
And have you seen a fluctuation in business and
Oh
sales?
yeah, since COVID, it's gone crazy.
Yeah.
A lot more mail orders and things like that.
Oh, so you guys do mail order?
I do mail orders
nice.
to anywhere within the United States. I'm not mailing outside the country. So.
Yeah, it's just too expensive,
yeah,
isn't it?
it really is. Yeah.
What's some of your best sellers?
Oh wow. Little House Needlework, Blackbird Primrose Cottage, Hands-On Design.
Yes. Yeah. Okay.
Some
And
of the
then what about
basics.
fabric? Are you the
Fabric Queen of Florida, I think. I
Yes.
cut to size and we serged the edge, and I think right now I'm up to 450 different counts and colors of fabric. So.
I mean, I certainly haven't been to a ton of
Yeah.
cross-stitch stores, but you have the best selection.
I
that
brought
I've
back
ever seen.
123 yards from Nashville,
Oh my
so
goodness.
to add to my collection.
Oh wow, you're gonna
I
have
have a
to add
fabric.
on.
I'm a fabric addict.
Yeah, that's what I heard when I walked in. The owner's a fabric addict. So, well, you have a lovely, lovely
thank you.
shop.
Thank you.
And you're crazy busy today.
I know. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you.
Bye.
I just made a couple new friends and they are cutting some fabric for me. And I'm telling you, this fabric wall is just unbelievable. The colors that she has and the nice variety she has. And the prices are really very, very reasonable. So I've been shopping with my sisters and I didn't really buy anything, but I'm busting that today because this is just too good to pass up. Too much variety and prices are too good. We're all done at Brick City Crossstich. It was a great, great store. Enjoyed it. The people were fantastic. And I mean, I can't tell you enough about how wonderful the fabric selection was. It was just amazing. So needless to say, I'm not going to need to buy any fabric for a really, really long time. But I enjoyed it very much. I met another Flosstuber named Linda from Finally a Farm Girl, and that was really fun too. So, had a great visit. Well, it's our last day of our sisters trip and it's a little chilly. I've got on a sweatshirt and a jean jacket and the sun just now peeked out. It's about low 70s, a little breezy. Of course, we had a wonderful time. We are going to go to a restaurant and spend the afternoon listening to a band, just doing a little more relaxing. Peggy and I fly out tomorrow afternoon, late afternoon, headed back to Indiana. It was a great trip. Weather was iffy, not just today, but several of the days were kind of cool. But we did get a good couple days at the pool, which was great. And of course, it was wonderful spending time with my sisters. I did miss my camera guy. I mean, I definitely take that for granted, just things like pairing the microphone and him being steady and being able to get good shots and that sort of thing. So if it was less than perfect, I apologize for that. We hope to make this, of course we've done this before, but we hope to always keep it as an annual trip so that we can spend the week together. It's been really great. And I'll send pictures of my sisters.
just wanted to button up the Sisters Trip finale with showing you the fabric that I bought, and I bought a couple of charts as well, and wanted to clarify a statement that I made at the end of my trip at Brick City Crossstich. I had mentioned Linda, who came up to me as soon as I entered the shop, and she often accompanies Chrissy of Finally a Farm Girl, and Brick City Crossstich is Chrissy's LNS, and Linda often appears on Chrissy's channel. So wanted to clarify that. And also Linda does a lot with their Facebook book. Linda does a lot with their Facebook group, and just super nice gal. Really enjoyed talking with her. So very quickly, wanted to show you what I bought. I bought a pair of scissors. Not necessarily needed them, but thought they were really pretty. And bought a chart called Stitching Makes Me Happy, and it's by Needle Bling Designs, and we'll maybe stitch on this for Tomato Tuesday that my cousin and I are participating in. That I think the Proper Stitcher got that going earlier in the year. And
How's
then
that going for you so far?
Hey, I stitched a whole hour yesterday. It's the first chance I'd gotten to stitch on it, so I just didn't get very far. But
I realized yesterday was Wednesday.
Okay, 2 days ago. No, I don't even know what day it is. I don't even know what month it is most of the time. Anyway, also got, it's the end of April and we're all thinking about our flower gardens. And so I got the chart, I Live in the Garden by the Nebby Needle. And I had to laugh at my friend, my stitchy friend, we often stitch together, and she's also a neighbor, Diane, and she said, hey, wait a minute, what is it with you getting some charts that look like samplers? Because I typically don't do that, but I've kind of grown to like them a lot, so I think she's rubbed off on me.
I don't know if the camera's showing this, but you have glitter on your nose. I kept seeing some sparkle, and I'm looking up, and I'm like, what is that?
It's not what you think.
Oh, do tell.
So my friend's birthday was while I was in Florida. So we went to a place called Cake Bake in Carmel, Indiana, and it was delicious. And as you can imagine, they have wonderful cakes. And so we had lunch. And at the end, the server came over and she sprinkled us all with glitter. So anyway, I thought,
That's what I always say when I come home covered in glitter.
you better not come home covered in glitter, because that's not where you would have been. Okay. So anyway, one last chart. It's called The Robins Are Here by Brenda Gervais with Thy Needle and Thread. And it's kind of been a popular chart this spring, and I had chart envy, so I bought that. And then mainly I wanted to just talk about the fabric wall, just to kind of wrap things up. This fabric wall that is at Brick City Crossstich is fabulous, and I'm not going to be able to do it justice. They do have an online store. I would definitely ask you to check that out. But this is what I bought, and this blue, it's called Cornflower hand-dyed Belfast linen from Fiber on a Whim, and it's 32 count. And that was another thing my friend said to me. Look at you buying linen. And I mean, it's a beautiful, beautiful blue. I would absolutely love to find a chart of a big white sailboat and cross stitch that on there. I did look at some different, what do you call it? Not designs, but ways that you can make your own charts.
Software?
What?
Software?
Software. Thank you. Why can I not think of words? I'm telling you, it's ridiculous.
Sometimes I need just a little bit more to go on to figure that out.
Yeah, but you got it, so thank you.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway, I've decided that making charts is probably not for me because I just didn't have the patience to do it. I think my mind is just always racing. Not my body, but my mind is always racing. So that blue cornflower was beautiful. And then I bought this one. It's a 32 count Lugana. It's called HD beanstalk, and this I'm going to stitch this chart on here, the one that's of a featherweight. It says let's sew, and I'm going to I'm going to stitch this featherweight onto here, and I'm going to hang it in here. I think the colors will go along great. So that was my purpose for buying this fabric. And then this is a 36 count light mocha.
And not to interrupt, but the colors of this camper have influenced a lot of purchases.
That's the whole fun of having a camper. You know, you told me we couldn't have a vacation home, so this is my...
I didn't tell you we could have one. I said there's no way we could afford one.
Anyway, this is my vacation home on wheels.
Well, there you go.
As long as my stitching, she shed, and many other things. So this one is a 36 count, and it's such a nice quality, and it's a great color. So you know what? I think maybe Cindy's growing up, and it's really, really pretty. And I bought a fat quarter of everything, and they serged the edges. This one is called 36 count Edinburgh Cypress, and to me, it just kind of looked like something that I might be able to stitch some Halloween on or fall. Just kind of looked like I could see pumpkins on this. So
now the real reason you're buying the higher count, it's not that you're growing up, it's that you got
what?
Some new
glasses.
Yeah.
I got some new glasses, and with my light that I bought from Keepsakes, oh my goodness, it's like opened up a whole new world to me. So, and I tell you, again, I mentioned my friend Diane. Her work is so beautiful, and she always stitches on a 36 count linen, and she does 1/2, one strand over two pieces, not pieces, but you know what I mean, like crosses or whatever. We might edit that out.
Yeah, because I need more to go on.
She stitches 1/2. I know what it means, and the viewers will know what it means. That's all that matters.
Just ignore this clueless look on my face.
And then this one is called Haunted, and it's a 28 count linen. And
That's for beginners.
28 count. Gosh, I don't even need the extra light for that.
Oh yeah, you do.
And well, if I'm stitching out on in the middle of the day, then I don't. But that's what I bought. But boy, I tell you, that fabric wall, you got to check that out. And couple other things that I wanted to mention is if you're someone that listens to podcasts, I listen to podcasts during the day a lot, because as I'm sewing, you can listen and you don't have to look up at a TV. And there is a podcast called Fiber Talk, and many of you may already know about it. It's hosted by Gary Parr, and he has different people on that have to do with the fiber arts, and it's very, very interesting. So I would advise you to check that out if podcasting is something that you're interested in. And as long as we're talking about podcasts, this is another one that I would recommend. It's called The History Chicks, and it talks about women in history and their struggles that they went through, and their contributions to society. And it's women like way back in history, and then it can also be women that are fairly modern as well. So it's very good.
And you debut on that when?
Huh?
You debut on that when?
Man, wouldn't that be so cool to make a contribution that was significant enough that people would talk about you? Oh my gosh. That's still my dream. Even though I'm 64, I still have that dream that I'll make a major contribution to society in some way.
Is there a Beatles song about something like 64?
Yeah, something about loving you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a cute song.
I still love you.
Thank you. So anyway, I would recommend that. And then if you're someone that loves to listen to audiobooks or read books, either one, I would also recommend, there's a series by Louise Penny, and even on Amazon Prime, they did a season, and it's called Three Pines, and it's a fictional, well, actually it's a real town, but it's a fictional series. And there's a lot of books in the series, and that's what I like. And they're all different, and they're all very good, and it's a mystery. If you're into mysteries, I would recommend those as well. So anyway, if after you view this video and you think you might know where the sisters trip was located, leave me a comment, and we'll see if you get it right. Those of you that live in Central Florida probably know exactly where it is, but those of you that don't may have a hard time figuring it out. But
and if you know what Sam calls it, you get extra credit.
No. We won't go down that road, but it does kind of have a reputation. We'll put it that way.
I like to see your sister's face right now when she hears that.
Oh, anyway, thank you very much for watching, and that does it for the sisters trip to Brick City, Crossstich in Central Florida. Thank you for watching, and happy stitching.